Hi there, this is Jen, and thanks for joining me today. Today I'm creating several tags using the super adorable stamp set from Possum Stamps called Spooktacular Cupcake. And I'm going to go ahead and use the three cupcakes on the left hand side, mainly because the two cupcakes with the big eyes are perfect for some little googly eyes, and so I really wanted to use those. I'm going to do a little bit of a Tombow marker coloring, which are water-based markers, and so I am using some Bristol Smooth cardstock as well as some VersaFine black ink to be able to do that coloring. And I always like to outline around the edges and then take my wet brush and bring that color in towards the center so that it is a little bit darker around the edges and then lighter towards the center. And I'm just going to show a little bit of the coloring. It is pretty repetitive. I have my color swatched out, so it was really easy to pick out different color combinations just by looking at the swatches and seeing what looked well together. And so that's how I picked out the colors for the cupcakes. And once I have colored the cupcakes, I am going to run them through my scan and cut. However, there is also the option to fussy cut, or if you don't like fussy cutting, there are coordinating dies for the stamp set. And I'm going to set those aside and work on my tags. So I have already pre-cut my 3 tags using a die from my stash, and I am grabbing some white cardstock and have cut that down a little bit smaller so that it fits on the tag. And I'm just going to grab some different colors that coordinate with the cupcakes and blend out more towards the bottom, darker towards the bottom, and then kind of fading up as it goes towards the top. And the colors that I'm using are the milled lavender, spice marmalade, and twisted citron. These are all distress inks. And while I'm finishing that up, I wanted to mention that Possum Stamps is having a Labor Day sale. So that means you can take 20% off your entire order. The code is up on the screen. It's Labor Day 22. And that sale will run through September 5th. Can you believe it is September already? I can't believe it. I love the going into the cooler months. I'm in Arizona, and so cooler months don't usually happen here probably till like maybe, if we're lucky, November. Or more of a winter weather type of thing instead of being 100 degrees every day. But of course, I have to add a little bit of black splatter to the tags. I think it's just a striking contrast between color and adding a little bit of black, which is why I like the black tags, because they set off the white cardstock and the colors on that cardstock as well really well. And I am going to go ahead and use this really long sentiment from the stamp set. It's not really long, but it doesn't fit on my little piece of paper at all. And so it actually is perfectly perfectly spaced out on the stamp so that I am able to split up the word Happy Halloween into 3 different rows, and it fits really perfectly on this piece of paper. So I went ahead and I took some Oliver sticky notes, and I am just putting those sticky notes on the areas that I don't want stamped, so it kind of masks that off, so I can only, or so that I only ink up the letters that I want. And then my sticky notes weren't sticking that well, so I switched over to using some washi tape, and so I went ahead and used that instead, and it worked a little bit better. And then the next set of letters is H-A-L-L-O, so the word Halloween is going to be split in 2. And it just happened to have the perfect amount of letters that is spaced really evenly on the little strip of paper. And then on the other 2 tags, I ended up using the shorter or the smaller sentiment in the stamp set. And one of them, I just went ahead and I stamped on the tag, and it says, "You're so sweet, it's scary." And then the other one I white heat embossed onto the bottom portion of that black tag. And then once I have that done, I'm just going to start assembling all of my tags. So I'm just taking my tape runner, and I'll go ahead and adhere those strips of paper. And for all of the cupcakes, I use some foam on the back of those to pop those up, and then all of the other little elements, the cute little strawberry ghosts and the little candies, are just adhered flat to the tags. And that's going to pretty much do it. I added a few different embellishments for my stash, as well as the googly eyes. And then to finish the tags off, I've added some threads, and that's going to do it. I think these are going to be perfect for putting on little treat sacks. I would love to hear ideas of what you would do with these, or what you craft for during the Halloween holiday. Do you make cards, or do you make tags, or do you make other crafty things? I would love to know. So if you want to drop that in the comments below, that would be awesome. I would also love a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And that is it for me today. Thanks so much for spending some time with me, and I hope to catch you next time.